All right, we're just gonna start this and knock this out because I'm really tired of this bullshit. So, all right, so we actually just recorded a video about this yesterday, and I was late to the party because I'm always late, and I have a backlog of things to edit. But anywho, Mariko Tamaki, the individual who is making Star Wars. Why the fuck am I thinking about Star Wars? I'm so upset
because it's all garbage.
I'm so upset that I'm thinking about Star Wars right now. It's
all garbage.
That's the feeling
It's all bad.
That's how you know I'm upset. If my subconscious is equating something to how bad Star Wars is right now, then you know I'm upset. Mm-hmm. So she's writing. It's because it's Starfire.
Yeah,
that's why it starts out with Star.
Yeah, so she's writing Starfire.
I am not Starfire.
Yeah,
with Starfire's fugly goth daughter.
Yeah.
So, well, that was a clusterfuck of how we started that. Anyway, hey, this is DJ and this is Shawni and this is the Culture War. I'm that flabbergasted that I am that put on tilt. I'm playing with my watch. That's how you know I'm upset.
Honestly, he's more mad than I am. And I think right now I've just hit this reserved space of I don't care. Because normally this would piss me off because Batman is one of my favorite comic book heroes. So here we are. Mariko Tamaki is Detective Comics' first long-term female writer. And I'm like, yay, another first, even though she's garbage. But sure, why not?
I mean, and we were looking at the comics that she was on. It's really nothing.
It's not a lot.
Nothing good.
Yeah, she was
not a lot.
She was in that She-Hulk era of Marvel when they made her gray and ugly and constantly yelling at herself.
She's still gray and ugly.
Oh well, see, I don't read Marvel. I wouldn't know.
I just keep up with this sort of thing. Polygon was the one that found out or whatever. I don't care. Where's that part that she said all of nothing but something but nothing
right there,
at the same
you're in
time.
front of it. So essentially she's going to be taking over. So not only is she going to be doing Batman Dark Detective,
which is the future, because this is going to be in March when the mainstay comics, so I guess they're planning on after.
Oh, I thought this was January. I thought the mainstay comics don't come back until March.
It doesn't come back until March, but this is regular Detective Comics.
Okay, no, so I'm talking about the Future State.
Future State, that's in January.
So Future State, she's doing the Future State Dark Detective, which is in January, and then they've also rolled her over to now she's going to be doing Detective Comics, which is 1,000 and change, 1,030 something.
1034.
That's when she's gonna start at 1034, and she's got this line here where she says that she said in an interview with Polygon, she described her take on Batman as somebody who moves around at night, deliberately masking themselves, who's completely human, but has sacrificed things to become more than human, and in some ways, in a theme that ran through my work, less than human. And I'm like, you have said a lot of nothing.
We gotta knock off. we gotta knock off Eric
Dyson. And I'm just kind of sitting here, and I'm like, this tells me nothing about your take on Batman. And I don't know if maybe I just don't get it. Maybe somebody else might get it, but personally, I really don't understand what she's saying here. I mean, yes, he's deliberately masking himself, and yes, he does all of his work at night, but what about it? I mean, he is a vigilante. He's not like a Superman who's out during the day. The whole premise of him being out at night is kind of his gig, and there really isn't a lot to it other than all of Gotham's crime, when you really get down to it, happens at night. Yeah, you don't hear a lot about Gotham crime happening during the day.
Gotham is a shithole.
Most crime in most urban cities happens at night. You typically don't see someone getting mugged in broad daylight because that's just a really easy way to look like a stupid criminal.
It's only Superman beating people up in the daytime.
Yeah, Superman, in Metropolis, criminals are bold because they're running around during the daytime snatching purses and stuff like that. But you don't
get beat up
by Superman. But you don't see a lot of. You notice I don't even think really in today's comics you see a lot of Superman just handling street thugs. You see a lot of is mostly like Superman handling
it's
like
big,
otherworldly issues. Yeah.
It's not like the everyday what's happening in Metropolis
right.
stuff he's handling.
It's not like, even in the comics, you don't even see like even a Spider-Man who's supposed to be like your ground level superhero.
Yeah.
Like you don't really see him in the comics grabbing up street thugs. Like that's not the main storyline of a comic these days, from what I can gather.
Yeah.
But and do like I just when I saw the quote, I was like, this is a word salad, and you've told me nothing on your particular take on Batman. Like if I were to look up even Tom King, and I hate Tom King. If I were to look up Tom King and his take on Batman, he'd probably have a fully fleshed out take on Batman, more fully fleshed out than her. Zack Snyder is or is it Zack, or which one is Zack or Scott?
Which one are you talking about?
I'm talking about comic. Scott Snyder. When you hear him talk about Batman, he has a very fully realized take on Batman, and a very beautiful take at that too. I really enjoy Scott Snyder's Batman. So I just don't understand why this woman has managed to get hired to do this. It's unfortunate. I stopped reading Detective Comics a while back.
Was it when the Batwoman thing started popping off?
Yeah, it was around there. It was around that time, and I got the spoilers of like what happened to Clayface, and I was like, yeah, I'm jumping off this boat because it'll just make me angry, and not from a standpoint of the writing was bad. I just didn't like what happened to Clayface, and I was like, I'm just gonna take a step back. It's not like how I took like 18 like giant leaps back from like Batman after like Tom King decided to Tom King it up. So yeah, it wasn't like that.
She's on Wonder Woman. Saying she was on Wonder Woman, I don't know, man.
Maybe she's done an issue of Wonder Woman. I don't know.
She probably was writing it at one point. I don't know. I don't care.
Mm-hmm. And then she did Harley Quinn, Breaking Glass, that graphic novel.
Yeah, so then they just talk about her future state and do the future state comic she's going to be on, which is the next the Dark Detective, this one here, and then the next Batman will set the stage for Dark Detective. Yeah, that's it's just booty cheeks. That I don't know what to tell you. It's just booty cheeks. But look, mainstay comics are dying. The direct market is dying. That's why the SJWs are now jumping ship and going to other things like Star Wars and video games, which they've already been there. There's just more of them now. Yeah, so.
Yeah, I will say, like, this future state thing, if it manages to, like, completely and totally just pull the foundation out from under DC and AT&T is like, yeah, we're out of here, we're done, bro. I'm gonna be like, well, I'm not gonna say I didn't see that coming. So yeah, I guess at that point I'll just look out for individual comics when they sell off the licenses to different publishers.
I'm just gonna start reading manga, bro, and independent comics. I'm already the manga person here between the two of us. So yeah. Once this dies, because she's the one who got me in the regular like American comics. So once this dies, it's just exclusively manga at that point.
Damn, man.
And independent comics.
You know
I'll read independent.
You get to go back to manga. I gotta slink back to fan fiction. And I mean, I never really left fan fiction, but like that was it. It was fan fiction, and it was fan fiction and comics, and you know, now it's just gonna be fan fiction. And the series that I read fan fiction for ended, so
oh hey man,
we'll see how much fan fiction there is for Supernatural in the coming years.
Hey man, I got my my safe space.
Maybe I'll start reading manga. I mean, I already wanted to start reading the manga for that one anime we watched the other night with like all the couples, so I'll read that and see where it goes from there. Hey, I've got Webtoons. Ooh, but Webtoons is weird because, like, Webtoons, deadass, you can get, like, at least, like, 5 chapters into a Webtoon and be like, yo, this is great, and then boom, SJW foolishness. And I'm like, no! We had it so good!
I'm just sticking to manga until Hollywood and the West gets their
grubby hands on that. At least I don't have to pay for Webtoons. That's true. That's free. I don't have to pay for Webtoons. That's at least there's that.
Yeah, so that's where I'm at. Anime and manga until the West gets their grubby hands on it, and then I have to deal with that.
Yeah,
too.
They're gonna have to pry manga and anime from like the Japanese cold dead fingers. Like, good luck with that. telling some weeb that they can't have it. The weeaboo army is strong.
Or the Chinese take over and censor everything or something.
Oh my gosh.
All right, I'm gone. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. Like, comment, and subscribe. It's bullshit, bro. I'm done with this, man. All right, bye, guys.
See ya.
Man, this some more bullshit.